Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Best Kept Secrets in Healthcare show. My name's Dr. Ray Drury. This is my partner, Dr. Tim Hartman, and today we're here to talk to you about where does back pain come from. Dr. Hartman, why is this such a big deal?
You know, this is a big deal, Dr. Drury. In America, 8 out of 10 people will actually suffer from some sort of back pain at some time in their life. On top of that, what's even worse is it's actually the #1 cause of chronic disability here in the United States. Now, the scary statistic for you guys out there, it is actually 9 out of 10 people never find out what truly causes their low back pain. Dr. Drury, can we talk about what causes low back pain?
Well, see, the problem is back pain usually doesn't come from the back, believe it or not. So imagine this, all right, it's this time of year, let's say you're out raking the leaves, all day, bending, twisting, turning, bending. It makes sense that your back would be a little sore the next day, right? Well, muscles heal. Within 2-3 days, muscles are going to feel better. Your back pain is going to go away, right? But it's that reoccurring back pain, that chronic back pain, the potential disc pain running down the leg back pain that we found comes from somewhere else. 99% of the time we found it actually starts in the neck. Crazy, right? But what happens is it throws your head off balance. Quite literally, your head's not on straight. So your head sits on these top 2 bones, right? And if one of those bones get a little out of position, it takes the head with it. It doesn't have any choice because your head just sits there, right? So what that does is it throws the brain off balance. Well, your brain is designed to be level always. And when it gets a little out of balance, the brain freaks out and it sends messages down to the body and says, hey, get my head back on straight, right? So this starts a cascade or a chain reaction of drop one shoulder, pull up one hip, makes one leg shorter than the other. Well, imagine if you had one leg, let's say you wore a shoe with a heel on one leg and no heel on the other shoe. Imagine over time, don't you think that might cause your back to start to hurt a little bit? It can start to make your knees hurt, your hips hurt, your back. It can affect the nerves that go down your leg. Have you ever heard of somebody like bend over to pick up their toothbrush and boom, their back went out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, do you think it was the weight of that toothbrush?
According to me.
Right. There was a weakness. It just took the right movement, the right direction, and boom, it got you. Well, that's what we're talking about. That starts with something that goes on much higher up, actually in the neck area. Now, didn't you have a back problem? Isn't that what got you into this profession?
Dr. That's 100% correct. Actually, being a high school quarterback, I was rolling out for a pass and got hit in my neck, rolling out again for that pass. But it wasn't until that next morning where I actually couldn't walk. My body went into severe spasm and took every ounce of my energy. My parents had to help me get to school, which is normally a 10-minute routine. It took me 3 hours to get to school. And through my trainers, through my coaches, I actually was prescribed 3 months of intense physical therapy. We did exercises. I got to train next to professional athletes, college athletes, getting to the point where I could actually walk again, right? I was less sore. Some symptoms were relieved. But it was gearing up for basketball season. I was just standing there shooting free throws, and I went to stretch my hamstrings right back to square one. My back locked up, severe spasm, and I thought my life was really over at that point. And my father told me he had a similar experience, and we went to an upper cervical doctor, and we took these very specific x-rays, and he actually showed me, believe it or not, that my head was not on straight, and how my lower part of my spine was compensating for what was going on at the top. Dr. Drury, can you explain, why I went through 3 months of intense physical therapy. I went to an orthopedist to have surgery, and again, I was 16 years old at the time. Why doesn't anyone look to see if our head's on straight?
Well, because they're not trained to, right? You go to the doctor, he looks at where you hurt, right? He's going to address your back. If you go to most chiropractors, the same thing. They're going to maybe adjust your lower back. But if the cause is going on somewhere else, then they're missing the boat altogether. And it might feel better temporarily, but it keeps coming back and keeps coming back. So really, the only way to really determine if your head's on straight is to see an upper cervical doctor.
Absolutely, guys. And just a great way to do that is if you're in the Charlotte area, don't suffer from this devastating chronic issue. Do not become another statistic. Call our office. We're at the Upper Cervical Spine Center. You can get our number. We have so many resources, so much information. Again, if you need to reach out to us, please let us know. And if you're not in the Charlotte area, we'll find you another doctor. If you are able to make an appointment and it's nothing that we can do, we'll definitely make sure we get you to the right people. And of course, we'll never charge for consultation to make sure that we can listen to your needs. Is there anything else that we can do, Doc?
Well, I tell you what, if you like what you've seen on our show today, this is called The Best Kept Secrets in Healthcare. And what we're going to do in the future, and we're going to come out with shows every week, and we're going to actually start to tell you more and more of these secrets. The secrets that your doctor doesn't want you to know, which is going to help you live longer, be healthier, raise healthier kids, get better sleep, better energy. We're going to talk about cholesterol. We're going to talk about flu shots. We're going to talk about all the stuff that you're not going to find in the media. These are true secrets that we're going to share with you week after week. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So you'll get these reoccurring shows straight come to you. I'm going to offer the first 20 people that subscribe a free copy of my book, and I'm even going to pay the shipping. I'm going to give you the book and mail it to you. You subscribe to our website or to our Facebook page or YouTube page, and then just give us your address, either in the comments, you can email us or call the office, and we'll ship you out a book. This is a 4-time bestseller, 4 different categories on Amazon. So we look forward to seeing you at the next episode, and thank you for tuning in.